Hey everybody, I'd like to tell you about one of the options that you could pursue for your field experience for EDUC 2110. I got a little bit of grant funding from a UWise mini grant funded by the College of Science and Math to do this. Now don't let that scare you off. Even if you are scared of science and math, for example, I hope you will seriously consider this opportunity. Now, I've tried to make this video 4 times already, and on this one slide I bogged down. So I'm really going to make this super short. Basically, we need to do a better job of giving kids access to computer science. Computer science is the domain of knowledge and skills that allows people to build the things that run our society, the technological things, the apps, the programs, the databases. A lot of our problems in the 21st century can be aided in part by using the domain of computer science, and yet we do not educate our children in K-12 very well to access this domain, and minorities and women are even less likely to access it. So this program, that much better. I did much better. The program opportunity is about giving kids access to computer science opportunities. So what that means is you would have the opportunity, you would get a little bit of training in a really fun computer science program. You would just know enough just to be dangerous, and then you're going to help teach kids. You're going to help guide them. You're going to help mentor them in learning the program as well. But don't let that even be much pressure to you. You don't have to be an expert. You can really just be a learner alongside them, honestly. So this is not about you getting intimidated by the fact that I'm making it sound like I'm going to train you to become a computer scientist that can then train kids. That's not the case. I'm not a computer scientist either. You're just going to know a little bit so that you can also support kids as they kind of explore this really awesome program called Scratch. So let me summarize the opportunity for you very quickly. You're invited to do your field experience with uCode/Smart Club. And through this option, you'll do 3 things. 1, you're going to learn some of the basics of a fun computer program called Scratch. That will get you 2.5 hours of field experience. 2, you're going to get to know how a currently practicing K-12 teacher named Mr. Michaud encourages computational thinking among his students. He teaches music classes and computer science classes, and he kind of I think he overlaps the two, but I'm actually really looking forward to his presentation. He'll do a presentation to us probably around the first week of February, probably in the evening through an online meeting platform like GoToMeeting. If you cannot attend that, do not worry. You can watch the archive and report on that. Okay, and that gets you 1 hour of field experience because that's how long his presentation will be. Excuse me. Thirdly, for this opportunity, you need to go do 4 hours of field experience at either uCode at UWG, that's on the UWG campus on Saturdays, 1 Saturday a month, or at Carrollton Middle School in Carrollton, Georgia, at their after-school program called Smart Club. And you will have the opportunity to apply some of your Scratch learning and really learn alongside some kids who just need some interested adults to be exploring the domain of computer science alongside them. So that's really a summary of it. So you get 4 hours of sort of prep up front stuff to get you ready, and then 4 hours in the field, literally in the field, at either UWG or at the Smart Club. All right, so quickly, what is uCode at UWG? It's a Saturday computer programming club. Kids 7 to 17 can come. We've got mentors that kind of direct the lesson, and then if we have enough show up, then a few can sort of wander around and help kids as they work through the given challenge. We've got 3 spring dates that are available to you guys to come to, which are February 21st, March 14th, and April 11th. And here's our website, westcott.edu/ucode. Okay. What is Smart Club? It's a federally funded after-school program at Carrollton Middle School. Runs 4 days per week, Monday through Thursday, from about 3:30 to 6:15 p.m. For that first 30 minutes to maybe 45 minutes, I think the kids do homework or they do something. They're not really available to us at that time. But I'll get to that in a second. So the kids here are those who may need extra help with homework or with accessing learning opportunities that are not usually available to them. So far we are scheduled, we are invited to come and offer a session 1 day per week to 2 groups of kids. So that means we'd be there from about 4:30 to 6:05, leading them through some kind of Scratch challenge. The anticipated dates. So I've picked some dates. Most of them are Thursdays. Then I'm willing to go be at Carrollton Middle School from 4:30 to 6:05 and be there to support you. I'm happy to lead the lesson with these kids, lead the challenge, and then I'm hoping that you guys will, if you want to lead the lesson as well, if you actually study the prep materials and you want to take over, I'm totally happy to give up the reins, by the way. But anyway, at a minimum, maybe I would lead the lesson, guide them through it step by step, and then you guys could wander around and sort of mentor on an as-needed basis. These are the dates I've got. Once I learn how many of you actually want to join this program, I'm going to poll you and figure out if there's better dates for you, because I have not confirmed these yet with Mr. Carter, the guy who runs the Smart Club. I have not confirmed them yet because I want to figure out if they'll work for you guys. So for now, that's what I'm looking at. I put those in my calendar. All right, quickly, let's look at Scratch super quickly. So Scratch is a program at scratch.mit.edu. It was built specifically to teach children computer programming. Through this program, you can create stories, games, animations, and you can share them with others around the world. It has kind of like a YouTube functionality and feel to it. I mean, at least the website does. So like when you share a project, like if I click on this one by Karmanoff, you know, you go to the page, I'll do it really quickly. You go to the page and Karmanoff has written some instructions and some notes, and over here we see the project, and we can play the project. This one looks too hard. I'm actually prepared to show you a different one. Let's look at Bring Froggy Home very quickly. This is a game. Okay, I'm gonna hit play. All right, I'll skip the intro. All right, I'm gonna choose a number. Choose 5. All right. I'm using my right arrow to avoid the riverbank. Oh, I lost. Okay, so this person has created a game, and the cool thing about the Scratch website is that I can actually go and see inside the game and see how this person programmed this game. And I can look at all the objects that make up the game and how they're programmed. And these are drag and drop blocks that you can move around. You could change the game. You could add new items to the game. So that's the cool thing about Scratch. We would not go this in depth. Our game that we teach the kids will be much simpler than this, but this is just to show you one quick example. All right, guys, let's continue so we can get this explanation done. All right, so again, to summarize what those activities and field experiences with this program are, you'll create a Scratch training and artifact. That's 2.5 hours of field experience. You'll interact online with Mr. Michaud, 1 hour. You'll attend the uCode Smart Orientation, half an hour. That just means you're going to read some stuff, maybe watch a video. And then you'll go do your actual field experience at uCode, at UWG, or Smart Club for 4 hours or more. You can do more if you want. All right, let's look at something else that's part of this, potentially. You have an opportunity, if you choose this route, to participate in research. And let me start from the bottom just so I can emphasize to you, how much extra work is this for you? It's not much. All you would have to do is 1 short pre-survey and 1 short post-survey. And then one other thing I didn't mention is you would have to tell Dr. Mary Alice Varga that you're willing to do this, that you're willing to participate, and that's called giving your informed consent. So you do have to have a conversation through email, like send her an email message saying, yes, I'm willing to do this. I've read your, I know what my rights are, kind of thing. So that's another thing I didn't add. But that's really all it is. We want to know what it's like for you to go through this program. So let's look at some key details very quickly. Anyone that chooses to do this uCode Smart program may also participate may also choose to participate in research. You don't have to, okay? Dr. Mary Alice Varga, she's a professor in my department. She will manage the research process until after grades are submitted. This means that I don't know who is choosing to participate in this. The reason for this, for having to do it this way, is so that I don't abuse you, so that you don't feel pressured to do this, because you know I want you to be in this research project. You know I want to know what it's like for you to do this uCode Smart Club opportunity, and there's this potential where I could be pressuring you. And so it's intentionally set up this way, sort of by law, that I actually don't know who is actually participating in the research part. Dr. Varga won't share that information with me until after grades are submitted. I may learn at that point, simply because I'm going to help her analyze data, and we have to turn in a report in May. So I may actually learn then, but honestly I don't think it's going to harm anything. You know, she will explain. She'll be in the course all semester, and she'll be there to explain to you how it all works. Ways that you're protected if you do choose to participate. Again, I don't know who is participating in this research portion till after grades are submitted. So that means you can say anything you want and there will be no repercussions from me. I'm not going to harm your grade. All research data will be collected and maintained by Dr. Mary Alice Varga. She is one of our research professors, and she is very good at what she does, very ethical. And as in any research project, you must give your consent, and you are allowed to withdraw from the study at any time. So let's say you take that pre-survey and you're like, well, I don't want my data to be used. You can tell Dr. Varga, and she has to pull your data out. And so you can do that at any time. All right, so summary of the uCode/Smart option. Let's look at these little green blocks first. We've got the program that I'm going to be managing, and that's all the stuff where you do the scratch training. We interact with Mr. Michaud, and you do the field experience at uCode or Smart. That's the program that I'm managing. In addition, optionally, anybody doing this program is also allowed to agree to participate in research managed by Dr. Varga. Again, you only have to do one pre-survey and one post-survey, both very short. And these, the great thing is, they will help us improve this little program, which I would like to continue with my EDUC students in the future. And so it really helps us if people can participate and just tell us how it went. All right, so if you are interested in this option, you can complete your declaration of field experience right away. All you have to input is your first name, your last name, indicate what other EDUC courses you're in right now and who are the professors. Everybody has to do this, by the way, in the declaration of field experience. But here's where you have a shortcut. For the field placement info, you just write uCode for all the fields, for the organization, for the site physical address, the name of the supervisor title, phone, and email. Again, you just write uCode. Again, and I will post program to-dos and resources by the end of session 1. So once I know who all's in there, and I'll start posting things into CourseDen so that you know how to get oriented, so you know what you need to do with Scratch, all that kind of stuff. And Dr. Varga will contact you through your UWG email to invite you to participate in the research part. So what I'm going to do is, for all those people who in the declaration of field experience wrote uCode, I'm going to give her your email address, your contact info, and then she'll contact you separately apart from our CourseDen course, so that, again, I'm not part of that process, and she's not going to tell me who's deciding that they're willing to give us answer our survey questions. Okay, and if you're not interested, then you can disregard this whole uCode Smart thing and find a field experience that suits you in accordance with the instructions in the Field Experience 411. I really appreciate your taking the time to watch this. I know that I kind of forced you to do it. I don't like that. I generally try not to force people to read any of my materials, but this semester I had to do it because we're online and we just don't have enough time for error with this. All right, thank you so much. I hope you'll do this program if it is of any interest to you. All right, thanks so much.